Thank you all for coming. Today, to all the woodworkers here now, I would like to talk about the 3 a.m. mind of a woodworker, what keeps makers awake at night. This is all based on insights from a new mental health study on woodworkers in America. 1. My introduction. Barbed wire thinking in the workshop community. They don't talk about it much in the glossy woodworking magazines or YouTube tutorials, but if you ask around, you'll find most woodworkers know exactly what it feels like to wake up in the dark, staring at the ceiling, heart pounding for no reason. It's not the shop noise that gets to us. It's the silence. We recently surveyed a group of American woodworkers, retirees, side hustlers, full-time pros, and nearly 67% said they wake between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. at least once a week, caught in a spiral of overthinking. Some call it midnight measuring tape syndrome. Others simply refer to it as that 3 a.m. feeling. I'll wake up in a sweat thinking I forgot to reinforce a joint on a client's dining table, says Martin, a 52-year-old cabinet maker from Ohio. By morning, I realized the thing was built like a tank. But in the dark, it all feels like it's falling apart. These aren't just passing thoughts. They're sharp, personal, often painful. It's the kind of mental noise that feels like barbed wire. Impossible to climb over. Impossible to ignore. It turns out there's a name for this, and science is beginning to explain why so many of us, especially makers, seem to carry the weight of our work, even in our sleep. 2. What's going on in a woodworker's body at 3 a.m.? Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend garage builder, your body doesn't care. 3 a.m. hits us all the same. During a typical sleep cycle, your internal system, known as the circadian rhythm, goes through a dramatic shift around 3 or 4 a.m. This is true whether you spent your day sanding reclaimed pine or balancing spreadsheets. Here's what's happening biologically at that time. Melatonin peaks. This is the hormone that makes you feel drowsy. But by 3 a.m., it's starting to fade. Cortisol rises. The stress hormone begins to increase as your body prepares to wake up. Body temperature climbs. Your core body temp starts to rise after reaching its lowest point just before dawn. Sleep drive drops. Because you've already banked a few hours of rest, your body isn't pushing as hard to keep you asleep. Light. Sleep dominates. You're in the shallow end of your sleep pool, which makes it easier to wake and harder to ignore a racing mind. And if you're under any kind of financial stress, work uncertainty, or health anxiety, which many woodworkers reported in our survey, the risk of anxious wakefulness is even higher. One woodworker in our study put it best. It's like your body's trying to wind up for the day, but your mind's still stuck on yesterday's mistakes. Even those with decades of experience said it still happens. A missed measurement, a warped board, or a client who never paid. The mind stores these like splinters, and at 3 a.m. those splinters throb. Okay, this ends part 1 of this issue. Those of you who are on their mobile phones, please go to part 2 of the 3 a.m. mind of a woodworker. What keeps makers awake at night? Oh, and the way, please comment below. Are you as a woodworker or someone you know going through the same thing? Comment below.